Peace, family. I pray that all is well with everyone on this beautiful Thursday morning. I just had to share some quick words of encouragement. I know that mental illness is something that we deal with a lot in our community, being people of color, or actually no matter what race you are. And I just wanted to give a source of encouragement really quickly to someone who may be experiencing things that they're not aware of or is not normal to them. I want to say, in all honesty, it's okay to get help. And I wanted to do this video because I listened back to my video last night and I understand that I mentioned something about I didn't want to be crazy. But in the context of I was out of my mind. So I'm not talking about people who are bipolar and have a lifelong condition. What I can say is that I have dealt with depression and anxiety my whole life. And I was experiencing depression ever since I was a child. And when you start to, I'm not sure what happened to trigger it. I still have not gotten to understand that, but I made peace with it. But when you're dealing with certain things mentally, I want to be honest with you. It is okay to get help. It is okay to get help. A lot of times I've had a heightened sense of fear, anxiety, and I wasn't in a realistic state of mind. So throughout my life, I had a lot of different experiences where they were causing me to become numb to a certain degree. So the only way that I could deal with stuff in my mind at the time as a child, or a teenager, was to sleep. And that's where at some point in life, honestly, it was like depression was becoming my friend. So I think a lot of these things also stem from my bloodline. I think some of the things I went through are because of some of the anxieties and depression of my ancestors. And I really believe it correlates all the way back to slavery. I genuinely believe that in my heart. Or whether it's direct correlation to slavery, it's direct correlation to things that occurred in my bloodline way before I was here. And if, your generation or the generation before you does not conquer something in your bloodline, like generational curses, just different things, you may be the one that has to win that battle so the next generation does not have to deal with it. So if there's anything going on with you mentally, if you are depressed, if you feel anxious, or if, some people are dealing with schizophrenia, some people are dealing with bipolar, these things are real and you're not crazy. And I know some people in the church community, they would tell you, oh, just pray, and God is going to heal you. The Lord does heal you, but also use common sense and wisdom because he gives you resources as well. When you're going through these different things, never be afraid. Never be afraid to talk to someone, to talk to a counselor, to work out a certain plan for yourself. You have to focus on reprogramming your thoughts, finding out what your triggers are. But whatever, I want you to know that you are not crazy. Don't let anybody write you off. What you're feeling is real to you, and you just need real solutions to help you work through what you're going through. I'm going to give a couple of tips that have been a blessing to me and have helped me to deal with things in a way that's more effective than just being sad and depressed. So one of the things, tip number one, was me seeking help. Never be afraid to see a counselor. If a counselor is going to give you medication, research that medication, because it's a possibility that it could have an adverse effect on your body. Make sure that you're eating clean foods. You make sure that you're eating fruits, vegetables, organic foods, because what you put in your system, also there's a correlation between what you eat and how your body feels and how you think overall. Make sure that you're working out. You have to be active, getting your water. You have to be active and being proactive about your life and having plans and having goals. So your life is not going to be focused on this temporal sadness. You'll be able to overcome it. Be an advocate. So if you know that something is going on within you, once you find resources of healing, make sure that you also are willing to step up and help other people as well. You may go to a meeting or something. You may go somewhere and share your testimony. I also wanted to say group counseling is really good as well. So you can see a personal counselor and you can do group counseling. Prayer and meditation has been a blessing to me. Praying and then listening to what the Most High has to say has genuinely soothed my soul. Prayer and meditation works. It works. It works. It works. Prayer and meditation. What else has helped me throughout this process? Being honest about my feelings, not keeping things in and writing them down. So when I have certain experiences, instead of keeping it bottled up, write it down on a piece of paper. It can come out in the form of poetry. It can come out in the form of some sort of art, but you have to channel this energy in a positive way. Remember that you have control, that you are the soul, you are the person that's running this body. So you can rearrange yourself and you don't have to accept any stamp that was given to you. You don't have to accept it, or what you can do is find ways to make things better for your life. So in all honesty, talking to people, talking to a counselor, getting help, working out, writing in my journal, being able to hear other people's testimonies and how they got through. Those are a lot of the things. Prayer and meditation. Reading the Word of God. These are a lot of the things that help me to soothe my soul. I understand that there are different levels of anxiety, different levels of depression, different levels of bipolar. All I'm telling anyone who may be listening to this video is to not be afraid to seek help, because there are people out there that love you, that respect you, and that need you around. Again, if you are going to take some kind of medication, be cognizant of that medication and do your research. And if you see that it's having an adverse effect on your body, make sure that you change your medication. For me, I'm at peace. But I know sometimes in my life I experience moments of depression. But what I want you to know is that it's okay. It's okay that you are loved, that you are needed. And the best thing that you can do for yourself is genuinely seek help. Peace, love, and many blessings. We'll be catching up soon, beloved family. Take care.